Good Friday morning, Awtrey. Today is day 5 in our virtual learning, and today I'm going to read to you a very short chapter from a book we have on Sora. But first, I'm going to show you my shirt. I love this shirt. I don't always enjoy being a librarian. Oh wait, yes I do. Yes I do. So today I'm going to be reading to you from the Sora app. I'm doing the preview, so I did not check it out, so it's still available. And they also have an audiobook available. So you can listen to it or you can read it, whichever is your preference. And the name of the book today is Song for a Whale by Lynn Kelly. Let me get to the first page. Until last summer, I thought the only thing I had in common with that whale on the beach was a name. I sat with Grandpa after collecting shells and driftwood scattered along the shore and wildflowers from the dunes. The shells of the driftwood were for Grandma and the flowers were for the whale. Grandpa had asked how school was going, and I told him it was the same, which wasn't good. I'd been at that school for 2 years and I still felt like the new kid. Grandpa patted the sand next to him. Did you know she was probably deaf too? He sighed. I didn't have to ask who he meant. The whale had been buried there for 11 years, and my parents had told me enough times about what had happened on that day. I shook my head. I hadn't known that, and I didn't know why Grandpa was changing the subject. Maybe he didn't know what to tell me any more about school. The whale had beached herself the same day I was born. When she was spotted in the shallow waters of the Gulf, some people stood on the shore and watched her approach. My grandma ran into the cold February water and tried to push her away from land, as if she could make a 40-ton animal change her mind about where she wanted to go. That was really dangerous. Even though the whale was weak by then, one good whack with a tail or flipper could have knocked Grandma out. I don't know what I would have done, jumped in like she did, or just stood there. She wasn't born deaf like we were, Grandpa continued. The scientist who studied her said it had just happened. She'd been swimming near an explosion from an oil rig or a bomb test. When Grandpa told a story, I saw it was as clearly as if it was happening right there in front of me. His signing hand showed me that the whale was in the ocean that had suddenly went quiet, swimming over there, over there, over there, over there, trying to find the sound again. Maybe that was why she'd been there on our Gulf of Mexico beach instead of in the deep ocean waters where she belonged. Say, whales didn't swim close to the shore. I hope it's say. I don't know. It's S-E-I. I think it's a type of whale. Didn't swim close to the shore. Only her on that day. A whale can't find its way through the world without sound, Grandpa added. The ocean is dark and it's covered with most of the earth, and whales live all in it. The sounds guide them through that, and they talk to one another across the oceans. With the familiar sounds of the ocean gone, the whale was lost in her new silent world. A rescue group came to the beach and tried to save the whale, and they called her Iris. Grandma asked my parents to give me the name too, since I'd entered the world as the whale was leaving it. After the marine biologists learned all they could from her, she was buried right there on our beach, along with the unanswered questions about what had brought her to that shore. We lived on the coast until the summer after second grade, when my family moved to Houston for my dad's new job. Since then, we went back just once or twice a summer. The good thing about our new home was it was closer to my grandparents. I liked being able to spend more time with them, especially since they were both deaf like me. But we all missed the beach, and I missed being around kids like me. My old school had just a few deaf kids, but that was enough. We had our class together, and we had one another. But it's different for us, Grandpa sighed. Out here, there's more light, and all we need is our own small space to feel at home. Sometimes it takes us to figure things out, a time to figure things out. But you'll do it. You'll find your way. I wish I'd asked him then how long that would take. That is chapter 1 to the book. I already forgot the title, but it's a good one. Songs for a Whale. We do not have this copy in our CLC, but I think it's going to be on my next order list. And I am listening to the audio version of it now. But there is a book version and an audio version in our Sora app. So go in and you can check it out in Sora. Also yesterday in the PTSA page, this one's not as colorful as the real book cover. The real book cover has purples and greens and it's gorgeous. Gorgeous. So yesterday I posted in the Awtrey PTSA page information also about the Audible. That's what it was. Audible is giving students free audiobooks as long as we're out of school. So you can go in and set up your account in Audible if you don't already have one, and students are allowed to check out or borrow Audible books for free. So I have not set up that account for me because I'm not a student and I can't, and I already have an Audible account. So make sure you go in there and check it out. I believe the link that I gave in the PTSA page yesterday has directions for that. Also, I am going to start on Monday doing live readings. I'm thinking about 12:30ish. We'll have to see if my day will allow that, but about 12:30, I think every day I'm going to do a live reading on our YouTube channel, which is Awtrey CLC. So come check it out starting on Monday. I'm going to try and do it at 12:30. So if you would like to join me for a live reading, please feel free to do that, and stay safe, have some fun, wash your hands, and stay in contact with your friends, just not face to face. So ask your parents if you can. My son's doing a lot of video games with his friends, or even just texting and stuff, and making sure that you're staying in contact with your friends. And also stay in contact with your teachers, because I know the Awtrey staff does miss our students. So stay in contact with your teachers. And I know a lot of them are on Edmodo, or they're doing like Zoom lessons, and they're live to answer any of your questions, or they're doing like a Skype or Teams video to answer your questions. So check on them too, because they do miss you. All right, Awtrey, have a great weekend. Do something fun this weekend, even though you're self-contained. Oh, and I've been putting a Lego challenge on the PTSA page as well. So somebody please participate. Miss Hogan and Williams, the only ones that have been participating so far. So I would love to see some other people, and it doesn't have to be Legos. You can build, like today's challenge is build a tower. You can build a tower as high as you want and use cardboard boxes or rolls of toilet paper. There you go. Build your tower out of rolls of toilet paper. See how high you can go. All right. Make it a great day, Awtrey or not. The choice is always yours.